Good. Thank you, Peony. Good evening, everybody back home in America. Good evening, good evening, good evening. We are going to the Forbidden City right now. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Terry. Now, the thing about this, let me show you guys what's going on over here so you'll understand a little bit better. Right across the river from me is the usual walk to the Forbidden City. Thank you, Miss Lala. Thank you, Miss Lala and Hamill. The hearts help us move up the rankings, y'all. Usually, there's a lot of people going on that side of the river. See, I paid a little bit extra, 30 cents, to cut through this park over here that'll get me to the Forbidden City even quicker. Thank you, Mr. 53 Kilogram and Andy and Wild Kit Kat and Nana. Good evening, everybody. Thank you, Hyo2, Charlie, Hamill. Thank y'all. Thank you, Hufflepuff. My ankle hurts a little bit, but it feels a lot better now. Hurts a little bit, but better than when I popped. Thank you, Ashley and Robin and Matilda. I think it's a good thing I was wearing an ankle brace last night on the Great Wall. Oof. Oh, I gotta keep it moving. Thank you, Tar Heel Babe, Unique, and Kimberly. No photos, they said. So we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna have to keep it moving. They said no photos. Thank you, Herman, Kimberly, and Ron. Man, we just caught a little glimpse of that. They said no photos. They said no photos. Thank you, Tar Heel Babe and Mark. All right, so this is a much quicker shortcut that'll get us to the main gate of the Forbidden City a little bit quicker. You gotta pay 28 cents to get into this park. 28 cents. And man, oh man. Oh my God, I can't film it, but I can listen to it though. Oh my God. No photos. Let's keep it moving. Did y'all just see that? Thank you, Herman. Did y'all see that? Man, I paid an extra 28 cents. We paid an extra 28 cents so we don't have to walk further and we could deal with less people. But we're still gonna have to wait in line for the security check at the Forbidden City. Thank you, Herman and Mooney. Okay? I'm still gonna have to wait in line, so you guys are about to see how many people are at the Forbidden City. It's gonna be a lot, and when I go through security, I'm gonna have to probably put y'all in my pocket. Other than the Great Wall of China, I would say the Forbidden City is the other most recognizable, say, tourist location here in all of China. The Great Wall of China is number one. Everybody knows the Great Wall of China everywhere around the world. Not as many people know the Forbidden City, but a lot of people do know the Forbidden City. The security here is pretty tight. Thank you, Lee, for the first one. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Herman. Alrighty, we saved about 15 minutes of walking by cutting through this park. It's time to go into the Forbidden City. Thank you, Melinda and the Real Shallow. Great to see everybody. Please follow the channel and share this live stream. Thank you, Hyo2 and the Real Shallow. Now, before we go in there this evening, thank you, Lexi and Blue Jambi. Here's to hoping, everybody, that the signal is going to be good. Thank you, Laker Girl, Blue Jambi, and Nana. Here's to hoping we'll have a good 5G signal. There's a lot of people. God willing, we'll see what happens. Thank you, Stacy, Matilda, Herman, and Glinda. Great to see everybody. Yeah, it's called the Forbidden City. You could already see one of the outer buildings here because the Emperor used to live here. Thank you, Stacy and Herman. This is the Emperor's home from the Ming to the Qing dynasty. The Emperor lived here. Outsiders were forbidden to enter. This is why it's called the Forbidden City. Thank you, Herman and Joni. Pray the signal stays good, y'all. Stay with me if we lag a little bit. Thank you, Glinda and Herman. Forbidden City time. Kim D. Sugar. Great to see you. Forbidden City time. Thank you, Glinda and Cecilia. Ticket is very cheap. Only $8.40 for a ticket. Thank you, Vicey. $8.40 for a ticket. A little word of advice for everybody who has a chance to go to the Forbidden City later in your life. Thank you, Ashley and Jay. Use this toilet right here. Use this toilet right here before you go into the Forbidden City because there are few toilets, not as many toilets in the Forbidden City, and way too many people. Okay, so you can see this quiet little park that we're in here. Okay, not a lot of people. They got a very chill toilet you could use. You know what I'm saying? Not 1,000 people before you're gonna bust up that toilet. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and keep it moving. Before we go in, I actually do have a ticket to the Imperial Ancestral Temple. I'm not sure if y'all wanna see this. So we're right here. We're right here. I do have a ticket to go see the Imperial Ancestral Temple if y'all wanted to see it. I do have a ticket to see this. Do y'all want to see this before we go into the Forbidden City? Or do y'all want to just go to the Forbidden City right now? What y'all want to do? Y'all want to see this? This is the Imperial Ancestral Temple that was built in 1420. Y'all want to see this? Everybody want to see this, huh? I actually do have a ticket in hand. Y'all want to see the temple real quick? Everybody want to see it. So this is actually a very, very impressive building. It's not open to the public until, I think, just last month. They just opened this up to the public. So we could go and check it out. Let's go check it out real quick. I'll take you guys there. Let's go check it out real quick. I'll take you guys there. Thank you, Jeannie. Thank you, Heather. Man, thank you. Who else just sent that? Somebody else. Man, thank you, Jeannie. Thank you, Mr. 53 Kilo. Thank you, Money Water. Thank you, Connie and Heather. All right, let's go in there right now. Tickets are actually super cheap, only $2 to get into this thing. Like I said, man, these are all non-profit organizations. The people who run the Forbidden City. Thank you, Ashley, Too Tall, and Warrior. Thank y'all. The people who run these organizations, they're not here to make money. These are all non-profit organizations. So they're not trying to get rich off of this. This is why the tickets are so inexpensive. Now, the Ancestral Temple has a big difference with the rest of the Forbidden City. We're gonna have to see which gate takes us inside. There's one big difference. Thank you, Jim C. and Carrie, between what we're about to see here. I don't think this is the place where you go get your ticket checked. Thank you, Francisco and Heather. This is the place for the emperor to come and worship his ancestors. Built in the exact same style as the Forbidden City, the emperor comes here every single year to pay respect to his ancestors. Now, the only difference between what we're about to see now and what we're going to see in the Forbidden City is, if you guys remember, inside the Forbidden City, you cannot go inside any of the halls. It's off limits. You can't go inside, okay? But in this hall right here, we're actually gonna be able to go inside. So that's the biggest difference. Forbidden City, you could look at it from outside every single building. You could look at it from the front, but you can't actually go in. This one, we're gonna be able to go in. Now, check this out right here. For those of you that have been with me since April, thank you for being a real OG viewer. Good evening. Just as I say OG comes in. Thank you, OG. The Heather Khans of the world, the Hyotus of the world, the Cash Monies of the world, they've been with me. The Genies of the world, they've been with me. The Lauras of the world since April, since February, since March. You guys know, thank you, Rodolito, that the Forbidden City is an architectural marvel. Everything that you're going to see today represents the imperial family from the Ming to the Qing dynasty. If you guys remember this from April, these dragon heads are all drainage pipes. They have holes right at the mouth of the dragon. Thank you, Steph and Laura. Thank you, Jay, for subscribing. Thank you, Pepper and Pond Hopper. You can see the hole right there in the middle of the mouth. Thank you, Victoria. That is the drainage system for when rain builds up. Water is gonna come out of these holes built all throughout these buildings. Thank you, Victoria and Pepper. Thank you, Sherry. Y'all see this right here? Every single dragon is made out of a stone that we call white marble. Okay, look at this. Thank you, Pepper and Sherry. Water is gonna pour out. And then there's always gonna be a big one at the corner of the Forbidden City. This one right here, but that's purely decorative. This one doesn't actually spit out any water. It is purely decorative. And for the folks who are watching, remember, the dragon represents the Emperor of China, the son of the dragon, the descendants of the dragon. The leader of the Chinese people in historical times is known as the dragon. Only the dragon can represent him. Okay, he can wear clothes that has the dragon on it. Nobody else can. Nobody else can. Maybe some people in his family can, but the dragon represents the emperor. The phoenix represents the empress. Now, a few things you guys have to keep in mind. Thank you, Keto Lee. When you take a look at this building right here, all right, you're going to see every single, you guys remember this from April, for those of you that have been with the channel for a long time, every single building in the Forbidden City, this is before we even go in, this is going to be the same structure, is going to have these auspicious, thank you Ronnie and Blue Jambi, thank you so much. Look, you see all these auspicious animals on top of the roof over there? Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Katie. All those auspicious animals on top. Thank you, OG and Blue Jambi. The more auspicious animals there are, the more important the building. Thank you, Emily Wood. So once again, the more auspicious animals, the more important the building. Okay, so this is why this one over here only has like 5 of these little animals on it, but this one right here has like 10 of those little animals on top at the edge of the roof. That is going to show. Thank you, OG Amber. Thank you so much, and Caro. Let's keep it moving. Now, we're going to be able to go into, I think, this hall right here. And this is going to be very special because included in your ticket price, thank you, Brandy, you could actually go in. You could included in your ticket price, thank you, Brandy, you could actually go in. Thank you, Brandy, you could actually go in. You could actually go in. He goes, channel, keep it moving. Thank you, Daniel and Ronnie. Thank you, Ronnie. Thank you, Heather. Thank you, Reba. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, Heather, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate you guys. It's okay. We're going to lag a little bit throughout the day. Okay, but it's okay. It's okay. All right, check this out. All right, so let me explain to you guys what's going on over here. Thank you, Kelly K-Fab. Thank you, Des. Okay, now let me explain to you what is the situation here and what exactly is this place before we even go to the Forbidden City. This entire park right here is called Beijing 市劳动人民文化馆, which means Beijing Working People's Cultural Palace. This is to celebrate the working people, the proletariat class, the working people of China. This is why they named it like this. You have to understand the irony behind this. Thank you, Jeannie. Thank you so much, Jeannie, Heather, everybody, man. OG, thank y'all. Lee, thank you guys. Thank y'all. It's going to be a great day. Fingers crossed we'll have a good signal. You guys have to remember, when New China was founded, the whole idea of New China being founded in 1949 was equality between the classes, right? And the reason I would imagine they would call a park like this to celebrate the working people is to celebrate what was back then the proletariat working class. Still the same working class, but the word proletariat is not being used as much today. Okay, so, and why is it that they built it? They called this place because this place is the symbol, one of the symbols of an imperial system that no longer exists here in China. Does that make sense? So this is a system that no longer exists, and the paradox is that you call something that used to belong to one man now belonging to the working people. This place is the sacrificial hall for the emperor to make sacrifices and to pay respect to his mother, to his ancestors, to his grandmother, grandfather, all of his ancestors who have passed away. This is a sacrificial place. So what did they sacrifice here inside these halls when the emperor came here? Goats, cows, pigs, all types of animals, but no humans. There were lots of animals that were being sacrificed here in this hall. So we're gonna go in there and see it. Please follow the channel and share this live stream and tap on your screen. We're almost at 100,000 likes. Thank you, Lumfa. Please tap on your screen. Now, you can see this a little bit better now. Y'all see this right here? So for the folks who are new to the channel in the last few months, the last few weeks, or the last few days, thank you, George. Thank you, George. You can see pure white marble, some type of white stone that is found here in China. Thank you, Brian. Every single one of them is hand-carved in the Ming and Qing dynasties. They are built into the edge of the building. And this hole right here is the drainage where rainwater will come out once this place is battered by heavy storms in the summer months. And once again, they run parallel across the entire thing. Thank you, Stan. Now see this right here? Very, very cool. So if you have a very strong thunderstorm right now, rain is gonna sprout out of this mouth of the dragon like a faucet. Every single one of them. It's a spectacular sight. But you have to come to the Forbidden City on like a big stormy, rainy weather day in order to witness something like this. Okay, thank you, Dylan. Thank you, George, for sending the subs. Thank you, George. Thank you very much, George. Let's keep it moving. Thank you, I am cool. Thank you very much, George. Keep it moving, y'all. Please follow the channel and share this live stream. Thank you, Doo-Doo. Thank you, Doo-Doo, and thank you so much, George, for the subs. Thank you, Katie and Ashley. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. All right, so from what I read online, you could pay to go in here, and that's right, the door is open, y'all. The door is open. Thank you, Eric, Loki, and Laura. Check this out. Look at this. Now, you can see on that big plaque right here, thank you, Wonderful, and Michael. Here, this is the main sacrificial hall. So the emperor would come here. Thank you, Michelle and Michael. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you so much. Thank y'all. I'm just gonna turn horizontal real quick for 1 second. Thank you, Big O, man. What a Big O. See this right here? This right here is the main sacrificial hall for the emperor to pay respects to his ancestors. And I do say his, because with only one exception, every single emperor in Chinese history was a male, which makes the only female emperor in Chinese history such a badass. Wu Zetian, she was the only female emperor in Chinese history. Every single other one was a male. All right. Now this place right here, you can see right here in the middle. Let me show you guys something. As I learned about this in Shenyang, I didn't know this before, but we know that in the middle of every single walking path, you can see these paths that go up to these important halls. Right in the middle. Thank you, Doritos. Please tap on your screen and share this live stream, everybody. Thank you, Doreen and Little Jane. You see this right here. You have this entire piece of white marble. Now it's a little bit cracked in the middle. You have to remember, this place is actually not open to the public until last month. Until this month, actually. Until September, this month, this place is closed to the public. I've never seen this before in my life. Thank you, Doreen. I've been to the Forbidden City. This is my 5th time going to the Forbidden City in my life. 2012, 2020, 2022, 2023, last year with my mother, 2022, 23, 24 to stream in April, and now it's my 5th time here. I've never been in here before because it's not open to the public. Historically speaking, when the emperor is going up to pay respects to his ancestors, he is the only one that can step on this middle slab over here. Thank you, Toy Man. Y'all see those 2 dragons coiling right up there? Okay, y'all see that big 2 dragons right up there? The only one who can step on this thing to go up to this hall right here is the emperor. So all of his officials will go on the sides. Now, back then, I don't know if they had these steps like this, but this was definitely here for the last 400 or 500 years. Thank you, Jess. So this is impeccable. You got all types of auspicious animals over here. You see that? Thank you, Craig B and Jess. Beautiful. Please share this live stream. Thank you, Craig B and Jess. Beautiful. Please share this live stream, everybody. Hit the share button. Now, obviously, we can't go up here because I'm not the emperor, but I can go up here on the right. Thank you, Beth and Kiara. Now, remember, this is going to be a real treat. The reason being is very simple. Thank you, Jess and Hufflepuff. The reason is very simple. The reason I can go in here is because they opened it to the public in September. First of all, and what you're about to see, thank you. Hopefully they don't give any problems with our signal. Thank you, Jess. Look at this. This is all made out of it's basically kind of like what you buy in Italy with the Italian marbles, except it's not as shiny. It's a type of Chinese white marble. This gentleman over here is taking photos. Let me get out of his way. Thank you, Paris. Beautiful. Now look at the size of this. I wish I could describe to you how big this thing is, man. This building is easily, this is easily 40 to 45 feet tall, man. Look at this. Thank you, Beth. Look at the size of this. We're not even at the Forbidden City yet. This is the ancestral hall leading into the Forbidden City. Look at the size of this building. Thank you, Katie. All right, man, time to whip out our ticket, everybody, and go in. We have our ticket now, so let's go in right now. he's gonna do our ticket check. But let me kind of show you guys first. Show you guys first right here. 15 yuan per person. Thank you. I will, Dylan. 15 yuan per person. It only, even though it says it's open every single day of the year, they only opened this up this month. Let me actually go in first. Let me go in first. 好的，好的。不行，直播哥们啊。啊。我直播怎么？稍等一下，稍等一下。我直播怎么？这是那种撤了。Man, he said no streaming. I'm gonna show it to you guys from the outside. I'm gonna show it to you guys from the outside, man. So this building right here. Let's keep it moving. Man, he being a stickler about this. There's some wood structures inside, man. He being a real stickler. He said no streaming. Thank you, Wonderful and Crazy A. So inside the hall, thank you, Melanated and Wonderful, is 60 some wood pillars that are absolutely huge. Huge wood pillars, okay? Like this one that goes all the way to the roof. Thank you, Melanated and Cheryl Curtis. So we're gonna keep it moving, man. Let's go into the Forbidden City. Let's go into the Forbidden City. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. It's called the Forbidden City because only the Emperor could live inside the grounds. Only this is a place for the grounds. Only this is a place for the Emperor. Everybody else, all people are forbidden from entering. This is 1420. Hey, I should have put y'all in my pocket. I should have put you guys in my pocket. This is built in 1420. By the way, you see how kind of strict they are in Beijing about everything. Very, very strict. But you know what? We'll go to the Forbidden City. Let's keep it moving. Thank you, Good Deed. Only the Emperor, his spouses. That's right. And notice the word spouses, plural. Beautiful. All right, let's take one more look at this. Beautiful. All right, man, let's go to the Forbidden City, y'all. Thank you, Tina. A sunny day. Very sunny day today. Thank you, Mark. Take one more look at this, y'all. Everybody, tap on your screen. Thank you, Jody and Eileen. Please tap on your screen. And I'm going to try again when I leave. I ain't going to quit this easily, man. But I can't go right now because you obviously recognize me. I'm going to go try again when I leave the Forbidden City, when they switch shifts. Thank you, little Jane. So I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change my strategy up. I'm gonna try to come back when I leave the Forbidden City. So let's go line up for the Forbidden City now. All right. Also, for everybody who's watching right now, you guys have to remember, for the Forbidden City, you don't need to use a QR code. You bring your American, European, Mexican, Canadian, whatever passport you have. Thank you, Jody. They will let you in with just your passport. You scan your passport. Because it is an internationally famous tourist attraction, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, you don't need a paper ticket anymore. You don't need a QR code. All you need to do is just scan your passport. Thank you, Patty. Well, at least we got to see the building from the outside right now. Thank you, OG. Thank you, Patty. At least we got to see it from the outside. The symbolic red walls. Thank you, Craig B and Patty. This. Thank you, Guy. Beautiful. Scan and go. That's right. I promise y'all, we're gonna make it in here, one way or the other. Either I film a little video inside, even if I film a video for an episode. Thank you, Courtney. Or thank you, Courtney. If I film a little video inside, or find a way to stream it. But we'll be here. I promise. You'll see it one way or the other, either on stream or in the video. So anyway, let's make some time right now. What time is it on the East Coast? It should be past 10 p.m. now on the East Coast. So we better go and line up right now. And during the security check, like I said, y'all might have to go in my pocket. Y'all might have to go in my pocket during the security check. 10:18? Yeah. All right. Time to go. Let's go to the Forbidden City, y'all. All right, so in terms of the Forbidden City, when was it actually opened up to the public? For about 400 to 500 years, the Forbidden City was an exclusive residence for the emperor. It only opened up to the public after the fall of the Qing dynasty in the early 1900s. So at the turn of the last century, I think 1917, don't quote me on this, but I think 1917 is when, thank you, Lori, the Qing dynasty fell, either 1911 or 1917. The Chinese people who are watching this, or Americans who are very well versed in Chinese history, can tell me the exact year. But after the Qing dynasty fell, what's interesting is that the last emperor, Puyi, actually lived here on the grounds for a few more years. So he wasn't evicted right away. Puyi actually stayed here for a while. Okay, so I'm just trying to see if there's any comments. He said, I was a terrible student. So after Puyi was evicted from the Forbidden City, 1911. Charlie Lambert's in 1911. 1911. So 1911, the Qing dynasty falls. The last dynasty in Chinese history falls in 1911. So 113 years ago. Afterwards, thank you so much. Thank y'all, man, for all the hearts, man. We got over 188,000 hearts already. Let's get to 1 million today, y'all. We got to get to 1 million today. Please follow the channel and share this live stream and tap on your screen. My ankle. Please follow the channel and share this live stream and tap on your screen. My ankle's fine. Thank God I didn't twist it that hard. I popped it. So I should be okay. I should be okay. Let's keep it moving, man. Oh, and also, the last time I was here, I only had an afternoon ticket. So I wouldn't even be able to go in the morning. Now I have a morning ticket. It's a hard ticket to get, y'all, by the way. For all the foreigners who are traveling to China like myself, all the Americans, people from all around the world, they don't care what nationality you are, man. You got to go through the same process of getting a, thank you, OG. We're almost halfway to our goal. Thank you, OG. Thank you, OG. You got to go through the same process. Thank you, OG. You have to go through the same process to get in as everybody else. Now, check this out. This is the reason why I pay for this park. Look how quiet this park is. Thank you, Snorlax. Look at how quiet this park is. Okay? Y'all about to see how busy the regular crosswalk is. Watch this. Thank you, Snorlax and OG. Watch this. This is the regular way for folks to come to the Forbidden City. This way right here. So you can see everybody usually comes from this side right here. Thank you, Greg and Karen. See this? Everybody usually comes from this way right here. We were able to bypass it all by going through here. Thank you, Bayside. It all by going through here. Thank you, Bayside. So we got lucky today. We were able to bypass it by going through here. So let me show you guys. Let me get an idea of how busy it is. Yeah. Let's see how busy it is, y'all. All right, the Forbidden City is coming right now. To the right. There's a lot of people. It's not horrible. Not horrible. I've seen way worse. Thank you, Nobody of Note and Warrior. I've seen way worse. Okay, not horrible. Thank you, Dave and Nobody of Note. Not awful. Thank you, Cash, man. Great to see you, Cash. Thank you, Dave. A lot of kids on school trips. Thank you, Jeannie. Thank you, Cash. We're 50% to our goal already. A lot of kids over here. Let me find the line that's the shortest. Thank you, Cash, sir. Thank you. I'm trying to identify the shortest line. Thank you, Courtney. Man, before we even go in, man, let me... Actually, you know what? I was gonna stop and take some videos. Let me just go in, man. Let me just go in. Y'all might have to go in my pocket when we go through security, y'all. We won't have to go. Man, thank you, Steph. Come on, man. Thank you, Warrior and Tanjuli. Look at how many people there are. It's actually a pretty light day. You know, as bad as this looks, this is a Tuesday. This is a work day. Thank you, Dream Inc. and User. There's not a lot of people at all. Thank you, Alexander. This is not a lot of people. This is actually a very light crowd. Thank you, Just Kirby and Alexander. Thank you, Terry, for sending subs. Thank you, Tan Julie and Warrior. Thank you, Just Kirby. I think my moderators, thank you, Terry. It's called the Forbidden City because this is the house of the Emperor. It's not that bad, y'all. Thank you, CC and Sunsets. It's not that bad. Thank you, Tan Julie and Relic Hunter. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Indigo Sky. Let's keep it moving. Alright, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's probably like a 5-minute wait. It's not that bad. So you gotta do security again. Thank you, Indigo Sky and Mark. You gotta go through security again. You can see this one right here is Woman, right here. Thank you, Indigo Sky and Craig B. So this is where all the Emperor's officials, all of his employees will be going in through. They will be going through this door right here, and I would say his employees. Thank you, Wiretapper and Warrior. Thank you, Wiretapper. Thank you, Warrior. Beautiful. Thank you, Oli, Wiretapper. Hit the follow button, y'all, and share this live stream, please. We're about to go into the Forbidden City. Man, thank you, Oli and Laura. Oh, yeah, it's kind of hard to believe this, man. My ass is back here for the 5th time. The last 4 times I was super tired on my way out. Now it's my 5th time coming here. It's kind of hard to believe it, but here I am. Here I am again. Thank you, Marcy. Thank you, Sweet Tooth. Oh, God willing, we have a good signal, man. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Laura and Oli. I do need a day off. I need a day off, but I love what I do, man. I could take a day off in the future. Thank you, Oli and Evan. This. I will take a day off soon. Beautiful. Look at these kids over here, man. Adorable. Dressed up as palace ladies. Look at the little kids. And the foreigners who are visiting are super impressed by them. Thank you, Sunsets. They're looking at the kids. It's actually super fast, y'all. This is actually super, super fast. Thank you, Claudia. All right, man. Thank you, Nick and Sunshine. It is 10:26 p.m. Thank you, Brad, for the first gift. Thank you, Nick. 10:26 p.m. Thank you, Brad. Thank you, West Unit. All right, man, y'all have to chill with me for a second. Thank you, Christina. See, that's why I don't bring a bag. Thank you, Jeannie and Carrie. That's why I don't bring a bag, y'all. Thank you, Jeannie and Elena. And you ain't got no bag, you can just go right through. Hold up.
你才来这干的。挺好的，哎，身份证。你们也是上午票的再刷2个人。
哎，我过去接过一下。
8
点的上的来这刷。上午票的这都能走。眼镜，刷个脸，剃个发去了。这边这一排上票。上午票啊。全在大堂发行。谁家？有，在旁边走。楼梯登场了，不挡。
Yeah. 5 minutes, man. Super fun today, super convenient. Didn't take that long at all. I am shocked. I am absolutely shocked. Now, thank you, CC and all things, and Kathy. That right there is actually the Tiananmen Square is right that way. That is the city. That is the Chenlou, the significant, the very important building with Mao's portrait on it in Tiananmen Square. Thank you, Mr. 53 kilograms, Kathy and Michelle. We'll see that a little bit later. My ankle is a lot better, Tashia. Didn't hurt it that bad. So that's why my ankle is pretty good. Thank you, Bad and Mr. 53 Kilo. It's a little bit sore, but I'm good. Thank you, Victoria. Thank you, Michelle and Charlie Lambert. This is the direct middle path into the Forbidden City. Thank you, Doreen, Doritos. Thank you, Ashley. Now, a word of note for everybody who's watching. If you are someone who likes to have a tour guide with you, thank you, Robert and Doreen and Bates. They got the tour guides over there that you could, in those little 2 houses over here, one on the left, one on the right. Thank you, Robert and RZA. You could pay for an English tour guide. You could pay for a Chinese tour guide. Thank you to Silius. Thank you, Robert. It's all available here. So you can get the, thank you, Petunia. Good evening, Petunia and Robert. It's right there. Thank you, Mike and Robert. Thank you so much. So let's keep it moving, everybody. Now, thank you, Robert and Mike. You see this gate right here with 2 pigeons standing on it. This is called Wumen. Thank you, Greg Robertson. So this right here, I am both indeed. Thank you, V. This right here, I am your tour guide, everybody. This right here is for the Emperor. Thank you, Oceanic. On the left, on the right are for officials, eunuchs, the women, the spouses, the workers of the Forbidden City. Thank you, Greg and Alexander. The middle is for the Emperor to enter. Only the Emperor could go in through the middle. Thank you, Nicole. Well, that's what we're gonna do right now. We gotta go in like an Emperor. Please follow the channel and share this live stream, y'all. And also, do you guys remember, any of you guys know why the Emperor surrounded himself with eunuchs? Thank you, Nicole. Does anybody even know what a eunuch is? Do any of you guys know what a eunuch is, and why did the Emperor surround himself with eunuchs? Any idea? Any idea why? Any idea? Yes? Right, you guys know what a eunuch is, right? Because you gotta understand, man, the Emperor is surrounded by countless women. Thank you, Carrie, for subscribing to the channel. Carrie, thank you so much. The subs are super helpful to the channel. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, Carrie. So, for a woman, the entire Forbidden City has one man, that's the Emperor, surrounded by his mother, perhaps even his grandmother, all of his wives, his spouses, his concubines, his consorts. There's a lot of women in the imperial palace. So you understand, to keep the women safe, the men who serve them, and the women, I mean, obviously there's women who serve them, but the men who serve them are eunuchs, so that they don't get any ideas. Does that make sense? I'm actually gonna go through the side over here. Actually, I will go in the middle, man. The signal's probably gonna fade a little bit when we're here in the middle. So please bear with me for a second. Thank you, Joanna. I'm gonna lag a little bit when we go in here. Thank you very much. Let's keep it moving. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hit the follow button, y'all. Hit the follow button and share this live stream, everybody. Share this live stream, y'all. We got over 1,000 shares already. Thank you, C.O. Bach. Thank you very much. Man, just look at this. Just look at this. Just look at this, y'all. So this right here is the main square here at the Forbidden City. Look at this. Thank you, Big O. Everybody and their mama is here, but like I said, today is actually a light day. Try to come here on Independence Day. Try to come here on Independence Day or Chinese New Year. Yo ass, we gonna be squeezed like a tuna. We're gonna be like in a tuna can. Thank you, Steve. Look at this. Somebody just said, did they film The Last Emperor here? That's a great question. I'm not sure. Because nowadays you can't film any movies here because in Hendian and Last Emperor here, that's a great question. I'm not sure. Because nowadays you can't film any movies here because in Hendian in China, there's an exact permission from the government to come here and film. But back I'm actually going to say there's probably a 60 to 70% chance that it was actually filmed here. So what you're looking at right now is the residence of the emperor. All right, this is the residence of the emperor. This is the only entrance to the Forbidden City. They only have one entrance. That's right here at Wumen. Okay, everything is now digital. Thank you, JT. So you buy your tickets online. Okay, please hit the follow button and share this live stream. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Thank you, David. If it's lagging for you, please go to the live stream and come right back. Thank you, Sabrina. So they did indeed film it back here. So you can see right back. Thank you, Sabrina. So they did indeed film it back here. So you can see back then in the 90s, man, they were a little bit more film it back here. So you can see back then in the 90s, man, they were a little bit more lax to film right here at the Forbidden City. I don't imagine they'll be able to allow you to do that. So we're gonna see a lot of things today, including some things that we didn't see last time. Frankly speaking, man, last time that I was here, I was kind of tired. So I did about 3.5 hours. The signal also wasn't very good last time in April. So today I feel fresh. Not as many people as April. So I'm gonna try to show you guys more things this time than I did last time. Thank you, Roy and Yvonne, including the famous well, including the very, very famous well that Zhenfei was pushed down. Okay, the very famous water well here at the Forbidden City. They pushed the Zhenfei consort down a well at the turn of the last century. I'm gonna show you that well. That was also one of the earliest videos that I went viral for. That video right now has like 1.9 million views. It's one of the earliest videos I made for TikTok. I'm gonna show you that actual place. Now, a few things. Okay, everybody, before we go in and start our exploration even further, thank you, Shauna and Matilda. And start our exploration even further. Thank you, Shauna and Matilda. Understand that these bricks right here are later bricks right here are later bricks that are put in here by the Imperial City, original bricks. Okay, the Qing Dynasty and the Ming Dynasty folks were way too smart. Thank you, Jennifer and Miss B. Thank you, Jennifer. The Qing Dynasty and the Ming Dynasty folks were way too smart. Thank you, Jennifer and Miss B. Thank you, Jennifer. Let's keep it moving. The original bricks. And you have to understand, we are still learning more and more about the Forbidden City, even to this day. What do I mean by that? There's actually a lot of things that are hidden underground at the Forbidden City that we're just starting to discover. Thank you, Jacqueline. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. Meaning, if you look at this layer of, see some of the pieces that are in the Ming Dynasty and then piece by piece during the Qing Dynasty. How do you know they're original? Because they're all uneven. You can see some of the pieces that are badly broken. They put some new bricks in here, but all these here are original bricks. Damn, we lagging now. Thank you, Bonita. Thank you, Bonita. Is it okay? Just a little? We good? Dang. Y'all can hear me? Is it better? We good now? We good? All right, cool. Let me explain these stones here for a second, because this is actually super cool. When you're walking on these original steps that were put here by the Ming and Qing Dynasty folks, it actually pokes your feet. What do I mean by it pokes your feet? They raise up from the ground. The way they designed these bricks is actually genius. If you look at these bricks right here, you can see there's a crevice, pretty significant crevice between each brick. That's to allow the storm water to not build up and pool in this main square. This is an intentional design, once again, to prevent water from flooding the grounds of the Forbidden City. So this is all intentional. This is why when you walk on like modern bricks over here, it's very nice, it's very flat. But when you walk here, it actually raises up and pokes you in the feet. What's up, Glossy Girl? What is up, Glossy Girl? Let's keep it moving. Great to see you guys. Let's keep it moving. Okay? Let's keep it moving, y'all. So, look at this. This right here. This is the first one. This is the very first significant place that we're looking at. Look at this. This is called Taihe Dian right here. Look at this. You used to be able to go through this, by the way. Now, because they're trying to protect relics, you can't even go in. You can only look at it from the outside. So this is the very famous Taihe Men, Taihe Gate right here. Thank you, Yvonne and Peaches. Man, Christopher, thank you for sending 10 subs. Thank you, Christopher. You know how helpful that is to the channel. Thank you, Christopher. Thank you, all things. Look at this. Absolutely beautiful, man. Look at this. Thank you, Jean. If you got a free sub from Christopher, from Terry, please give them a word of thank you. Thank you, Indigo Sky. Look at this. Look at this right here. Man, and look at the size of this one right here. Look at this. This is all hand carved, y'all. Freaking hand carved dragon right here. Look at this right here. Only the emperor could walk on this thing right here. Thank you, Lungfa. Thank you, Yolo-san and Calvin. Now, historically, when the emperor was waiting for his officials, the emperor had to go to work every single day, man. This emperor is a job. Being an emperor is a job, man. It ain't just chilling every day. He had to look over the affairs of the country. Okay, it was an actual job. Every single morning, he needs to go to work. Okay, when he's going to work, his officials, thank you, Daniela, are waiting right behind me, right here. In the square right here where everybody is. Y'all see this right here? Y'all see where everybody is standing right here? All of his officials, dressed in their robes with their peacock tail and their peacock feather, will be waiting right here to go and meet the emperor. Thank you, Mertz. Right here. I see that. This is it right here. So we're gonna go inside right now via one of the side doors. Thank you, Lungfa, and just look at the austerity and the size of this. Thank you, Casey Childs, for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for supporting the channel, Christopher, Terry, Casey, Cash Money. Thank y'all, man. Thank you, Lee, Victoria, Slick Rick, Jennifer, everybody. Hyo2. Thank y'all. Look at the size of this. Cast out of pure bronze. Thank you, Slick Rick. Look at this. Just shows you the power of the emperor. Joy, Cash Money, thank y'all. This is a fortuitous, good fortune, mystical animal. Thank you, Slick Rick and E-Shep. By the way, man, I know this looks like a lot of people, man. This is actually a light day. Thank you, Erics. Thank you, Patricia and Victoria. There's always two of them. Remember, thank you, Victoria. We almost 80% to our goal. Thank y'all, thank you. Thank you, Xiao Yap and Victoria. There's always two of them. One on the left, one on the right. They always make a pair. Thank you, Erics and Victoria. So let's go in. We'll go in via the left. Thank you, Sask and Victoria. Let's keep moving. All right, according to that tour guide I was listening to a little bit earlier, you should touch this for some good luck. Thank you, Ashley and Sabrina. You see this right here? Made out of white marble, a coiling dragon. Thank you, Erica and Erics. And this is the dragon's head right here. And you clearly see a lot of people have touched this. Thank you, Cash Money, for the sub. Thank you, Cash. You touched this for good luck. So once again, this is made out of white marble right here. Absolutely beautiful. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving, y'all. Thank you guys, man. Thank y'all for joining me. Thank you, Amunji. This is the Forbidden City. We do have a ticket on Thursday, so let's see how this goes today. Thank you, Jeannie. If it goes really well and the demand is there, we might come back on another day before we leave Beijing. But like I said before, thank you, Jeannie and Valerie. Thank y'all. For how many of you guys is this the first time seeing the Forbidden City? Like Chinese people, Americans, Canadians, Europeans, New Zealanders, Australians. For how many of you guys is this y'all's first time seeing the Forbidden City? First time? Thank you, Trina. Thank you, West Unit. All right, so a little bit more history about this place. Forbidden City, imperial residence since the Ming Dynasty 2 significant Chinese dynasties were based here, right in the middle of Beijing. This is also a big reason why Beijing is the capital of China today, is because the last Chinese dynasty, the Qing dynasty, was based here in Beijing. After the last Chinese dynasty fell, thank you Dustilo and Yolo-san, and also because of the Japanese invasion, the Chinese capital actually moved over to Nanjing, down south. Okay, but after the end of the war against Japanese aggression, the capital actually moved back to Beijing. The capital actually also moved briefly to Chongqing during Second World War. They call it the war against Japanese aggression. So it briefly moved here. It briefly moved over to Nanjing, and then it briefly moved over to Chongqing because the Japanese had already taken over Nanjing and they had taken over Beijing. So thank you CKC. So the capital was moved, but after the war, the capital was reestablished here at the Forbidden City in Beijing. Not at the Forbidden City, but in Beijing. Okay, so this is called the Palace Museum. I'll show you guys this right here. So y'all can see. You see right here, this is called the Palace Museum. Okay, y'all can see right here. See, the Palace Museum was actually opened to the public in 1925. Now see that? So this place was made into a museum in 1925. All right, so next year is going to be the centennial anniversary of the Palace Museum. Next year. All right, next year will be the 100-year anniversary of the Forbidden City. Thank you, OMG. Thank you. Let's keep it moving, y'all. Let's keep it moving. Now, for the centennial 100-year anniversary, I swear I will be back, because there is a strong likelihood that the most important artifacts that they keep here at the Palace Museum will be exhibited to the general. Thank you, Gene and Mr. Kingdom. Thank y'all. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Gene and Mr. Kingdom. Thank y'all. Thank you, guys. You guys might be very impressed by the buildings. Well, I say, wow, the buildings look beautiful. Look at this. It's not just the buildings that are important and beautiful. It's the collection of ancient Chinese artifacts that belong to the emperor that makes it even more impressive. Thank you, Nobody of Note and the Silliest. So this is why when we come here, you guys might admire the buildings. You guys. So this is why when we come here, you guys might admire the buildings. You guys might think this is very beautiful, but it's actually the imperial collection that is stored here in the imperial. Most significant one. Thank you, Yvonne. Let's keep it moving. I think next year they're going to take out the most significant piece of. Man, let's keep it moving, y'all. Let's keep it moving.
来，跟你们说一个啊。
画个店。
Look at this right here, y'all. Look at this right here. The name of the artifact in Chinese is called Qingming Shanghe Tu. It is probably, I would say, top 3 in terms of the most precious artifacts in all of China. I've never seen it. It's a painting from the Song Dynasty. I've never seen it before in my life. They exhibit it once every 10 years, once every 5 years. And every time they do exhibit it, the tickets sell out very quickly. It's a painting from about 1,000 years ago called A Walk on the Qingming Festival. I don't know how to translate it, like a walk along the river on Qingming Festival. That one is kept here at the Palace Museum. I think next year for the 100-year anniversary of the Palace Museum, they're gonna bring it out to the general public. So that's why, no matter how much money I have to pay, I'm gonna go and try to see it. I'm gonna go and try to see it. Thank you, Patricia and Jolo. Thank you so much. So let's keep it moving. Let's start our exploration of the Forbidden City. Look at this. This is huge. That's right here, man. 100-year celebration coming up. And look at the details on these buildings over here. Look at this. Thank you, Galaxy. Thank you, Benita Marie. Look at the decorations on this. Man, thank you, Alyssa. Man. Look at this. I cannot be switching my camera because every time I do, it's gonna lag because the signal isn't very strong here. Unlike last night, unlike this morning at the Great Wall when the signal was really good, I could switch at will. If I switch right here, it's gonna cause lag. So we're gonna keep moving. Hopefully the signal will get better the deeper we go into the Forbidden City. Once again, I have to emphasize this again. This is a light day. There's not a lot of people. Thank you, Dave, Nico. There's actually not a lot of people here. It's probably like light day. There's not a lot of people. Thank you, Dave, Nico. There's actually not a lot of people here. It's probably like a third of capacity. About half capacity. It's not a lot of people. Beautiful. Let's keep it moving, y'all. All right, let's go into the first significant hall right here called Taihe Dian. This was called Taihe Gate over here. That main gate over here is a gate. That's just a door. Thank you, Miss Missy, for people to walk through. The actual hall is right there. Thank you, nobody of note. Now, you guys understand, the emperor worked over here. He lived over here. He made babies over here. His entire life was revolved around this particular place. So this is his house right here. Like literally, that was where he did his job. He had his women, he had his children. You know what I'm saying? He had his work done every single day. Well, not all emperors did work. Some emperors didn't even feel like doing work. But most emperors woke up every single day and they had to go to work every day. Now, you have to understand, here at the Forbidden City, the emperor didn't stay here all the time. Usually emperors went hunting annually. He went expedition trips. Thank you, Ivan. So the emperor wasn't always stuck here. The channel and share this live stream, everybody. Follow the channel and share this live stream. Let's keep it moving. So the emperor wasn't always here. He would be away from the imperial city, from the Forbidden City, maybe a month, 2 months out of the year. Now, there are some emperors, like the Qianlong Emperor in the Qing Dynasty, who was an avid explorer. Thank you, Holly. He didn't want to be here at all the time. So the Qianlong Emperor was an emperor. He would go on his boat. He had a huge boat called a dragon boat, and he would go on these huge expedition tours of southern China. So even though this is called the Forbidden City and the emperor lived here, the emperor worked here, the emperor technically didn't stay here every single day of the year. He did get some fresh air outside of the Forbidden City. Thank you, Hak Chan. Let's keep it moving. Now, once again, this is a little bit fewer people around me. I think I could show it to you guys a little bit better. Thank you, Lori. Thank you so much. This right here are the original bricks put down by the Ming and Qing dynasties. The reason why these bricks are so impressive is once again, original bricks put down by the Ming and Qing dynasties. The reason why these bricks are so impressive is once again, this today is really not that many people, y'all. Really not that many people today. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Laura. Let's keep it more. Still lagging a little bit, or is it better? Thank you. Thank you, Stacy. You lagging? Dang. Thank you, Gummy Bears. Thank you very much. You're lagging. Thank you, Miss Missy. There's nothing I could do about it. We gotta keep moving. We gotta keep it moving. Look at this. Thank you, Neats. gotta keep it moving. Thank you, Neats. Thank you, Jack. This right here. Beautiful. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's go towards the center over there. Maybe the cell tower is over in that direction. So let's keep moving. All right, we're gonna go see. You see, this is the combination of not having enough cell towers and really a lot of people. Thank you, Willow. This is why the morning live stream at the Great Wall was so great, because there were very few people there competing for the signal. Thank you, Alicia and JR. So this is why, like I said. This is why, like I said, you always want to go to places when there's not a lot of people. Thank you, Kurt and JR. And today, not that bad. Cool, let's keep it moving, everybody. I'm showing green, by the way. I'm showing green on my phone, so it shouldn't be lagging. I actually have a decent signal. I don't know why it's lagging. I have green. Lagging. I actually have a decent signal. I don't know why it's lagging. I have green on my upper right-hand corner, which means my signal is pretty decent. All right, let's keep it moving, everybody. Let's go to Taihe Dian. Let's go to the very first hall. By the way, this kid over here, a genius. Thank you, B Team. This kid over here, a genius. Man, he got his own little chair over here. Thank you, B Team, man. Thank you, sir. Alrighty, time to keep moving. Let's keep it moving. Thank you, B Team and Kalena. All right, y'all see how as soon as we get to the middle section over here, all the tiles immediately switch to over on the side. Marble. Y'all see that? Over on the sides over here, normal bricks. Right here, as soon as you... Let's keep it moving, y'all. Thank you, Why Me and Mr. Kingdom. Look at this. Man, look at this.